All right. So today we are diving into something I think we are all interested in at least a little bit,
Yeah.
and that is rapid weight loss, and more
Hmm.
specifically, the role that water plays in it.
Okay.
You sent over some research on this,
Right.
and I have to say some of it surprised me. So
Oh,
I'm excited to kind of pick your brain about it.
yeah.
Um, so I guess to get right to it, increasing water intake
Hmm.
actually speed up weight loss.
I think the answer to that is a resounding yes.
Okay.
But the how is really where things get fascinating.
Okay.
It's not just about, feeling full and eating less, although that's certainly a component.
Right.
Water is really deeply involved in a number of processes
Cool.
that directly impact our ability to, lose weight.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Break it down for us.
So think of your metabolism as kind of a complex engine, right?
Okay.
It needs water to function optimally.
Uh-huh.
Even mild dehydration can actually slow down those metabolic processes,
Interesting.
making it harder to burn calories effectively.
So it's like water is the lubricant that keeps the fat-burning machinery running smoothly.
That's a great analogy.
Okay.
But it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
Drinking cold water can actually give your metabolism a temporary boost.
What?
It's called thermogenesis.
Okay.
Basically, your body burns calories to heat up that cold water to body temperature.
So you're saying we burn calories just by drinking cold water?
Exactly.
Like a mini workout just by staying hydrated?
Yeah, in a way.
Wow.
But let's not forget, water is also crucial for digestion.
Right.
It helps break down food and allows for better absorption of nutrients, meaning your body is actually using the food that you eat more efficiently.
So it's not just about how much we eat, but how well our body processes that food.
Exactly. And then there's the often overlooked benefit of waste elimination.
Okay.
Water helps flush out waste products,
Right.
preventing bloating and that sluggish feeling
Yeah.
that can make us feel heavier than we actually are.
Okay, so we've established water is like a multitasking marvel.
Yeah.
When it comes to weight loss.
It is.
But how much do we really need? Is
Uh,
that old 8 glasses a day rule still valid?
It's a guideline most people are familiar with,
Right.
but it's not one size fits all.
No.
Your individual needs can vary
Yeah.
based on activity level, climate, even your diet.
Right. Someone training for a marathon in a hot climate
Sure.
is going to need more water than somebody working at a desk job
Of course.
in an air-conditioned office.
Yeah. And there's this fascinating study
Okay.
that shows that drinking water before meals can actually help to curb your appetite.
Oh, interesting.
Research shows that people who drank water before each meal consumed fewer calories overall,
Wow.
leading to
Well,
significant weight loss over time.
so it's not just replacing sugary drinks with water.
Right.
It's strategically using water to manage calorie intake.
Exactly.
Okay, this is starting to sound like water is a secret weapon for weight loss.
Yeah.
But I am curious, with a fat-burning connection,
Uh-huh.
how does water actually help our bodies break down fat?
This is where things get really exciting.
Okay.
Water plays a vital role in lipolysis,
Lipolysis.
which is the process of breaking down stored fat into usable energy.
Sounds complicated.
It is, but think of fat like a big energy reserve.
Okay.
Your body needs water to unlock that energy and convert it into something it can use.
Okay.
Without enough water, that fat just sits there untapped.
So dehydration is like having a treasure chest full of gold, but no key to open it.
Perfect analogy. And remember the liver we talked about earlier?
Yes.
It plays a huge role in fat metabolism.
Uh-huh.
But when you're dehydrated,
Okay.
the liver has to prioritize other tasks like helping the kidneys filter waste products.
Right.
This means its fat processing power gets compromised.
So dehydration is like a double whammy. It hinders the breakdown of fat,
Exactly.
and it limits the liver's ability to process it efficiently.
Uh-huh. But here's another sneaky way dehydration can sabotage our weight loss goals.
Okay.
It can masquerade as hunger.
What?
We often misinterpret thirst signals for hunger pangs, leading to unnecessary snacking.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right.
How many times have I reached for a bag of chips when all I really needed was a big glass of water?
It's so common.
Yeah.
Our bodies send similar signals for both. So it's easy to get them mixed up, but staying consistently hydrated helps you become more attuned to those signals.
Okay.
So you can accurately respond to what your body is truly asking for.
This is making me realize how much I have underestimated the power of water.
Yeah.
Imagine if getting rid of stubborn fat was as easy as drinking more water.
Right.
Well, it might be part of the solution.
It could be.
If you want to learn more about simple, healthy ways to support weight loss from home, check out sponsor website.
Uh-huh.
You can find the link in the episode description.
Right.
Now back to water's weight loss wonders.
Okay.
We've talked about mistaking thirst for hunger.
Yeah.
But what about that pre-meal water strategy?
Sure.
How does that actually help us eat less?
By drinking water before you eat,
Uh-huh.
you're essentially pre-filling your stomach.
Okay. This sends signals to your brain that you're fuller than you actually are,
Interesting.
which naturally leads to eating less during the meal.
So you're kind of tricking your body a little.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
It's a simple but incredibly effective way to manage portion control.
Okay. And let's not forget the obvious. Swapping out sugary drinks like soda for water
Right.
is a huge win for calorie reduction.
Absolutely. It's a seemingly small change
Uh-huh.
that can have a ripple effect on your overall calorie intake
Right.
and ultimately your weight loss progress.
Okay, so we're all on board with drinking more water.
Good.
But there's another claim I want to address.
Okay.
The whole detox thing. Do we really need fancy juice cleanses?
Right.
Or is good old H2O the ultimate detoxifier?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And the answer might surprise you. Water is a natural detox powerhouse.
Really?
It acts as a solvent, flushing out waste and toxins through urine and sweat.
So no need for those expensive and often unpleasant detox regimes.
For those part, no.
Yeah.
Just good old H2O does the trick.
Staying hydrated is absolutely crucial
Oh, yeah.
for your kidneys and liver to function optimally.
Right.
And those organs are your body's natural filtration system, constantly working to remove waste and keep everything running smoothly.
Okay, I am sold.
Good.
I need to seriously step up my water game.
All right.
But I'll be honest, it's easy to forget to drink throughout the day.
Sure.
Any tips for making hydration a habit?
Absolutely. One of the simplest and most effective strategies is to keep a reusable water bottle with you at all times.
Okay.
Having it visible serves as a constant reminder to sip throughout the day.
Right.
And don't be afraid to get creative with flavors. Adding slices of cucumber, lemon, or even herbs can make your water more appealing and encourage you to drink more.
That's a great tip. I find that even just having like a designated water glass on my desk helps me remember to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
What else can we do to make this a lasting habit?
Setting reminders on your phone can be really helpful, especially if you tend to get caught up in work and forget to take breaks.
Yeah.
You can also try associating water with certain activities,
What do you mean?
like drink a full glass every time you brush your teeth or check your email.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
It's all about integrating those healthy habits into our existing routines.
Exactly.
And speaking of routines, is there an optimal time to drink water for maximizing its weight loss benefits? Does it matter if we chug it all at once?
That's a great question.
Or is it better to sip throughout the day?
That is a question worth exploring.
Ooh, a cliffhanger.
Right.
We'll dive into the importance of timing right after this quick message from our sponsor.
So we were talking about the best time to drink water.
Right. Is chugging a whole bottle at once as effective as sipping it gradually throughout the day?
Well, that's where the analogy of watering a plant comes in.
Yo.
You wouldn't drown a plant with a whole bucket of water all at once, would you?
Definitely not. I'd probably end up with a soggy mess and a very unhappy plant.
Exactly the same principle applies to our body. Spreading your water intake throughout the day allows for better absorption and utilization. Chugging a large amount at once can overwhelm your system, and you'll likely just end up running to the bathroom more frequently.
So slow and steady wins the hydration race.
Precisely. And there are certain times of day when drinking water can be particularly beneficial for weight loss.
Okay, spill the tea. Tell us about these optimal hydration windows.
Well, we've already discussed the power of pre-meal water consumption for appetite control.
Right.
But did you know that starting your day with a glass of water can actually kickstart your metabolism?
Interesting. So even before my coffee?
Even before your coffee, think of it as waking up your digestive system and getting everything flowing. It also helps flush out any toxins that have accumulated overnight.
Okay, I'm added drink water to my morning routine right after hits snooze button a few times.
Another prime time to hydrate is after a workout.
Yeah.
You lose fluids through sweat, so replenishing them is crucial for muscle recovery and preventing dehydration, which can actually worsen soreness.
Right. I always feel so much better after a workout when I've had enough water.
And here's another interesting tidbit.
Okay.
We often hit that mid-afternoon slump and reach for a sugary snack or caffeine boost.
Yes.
But sometimes what we really need is just a tall glass of water.
Wait, Are you telling me my 3p meter chocolate craving could actually be thirst in disguise?
It's definitely possible dehydration can lead to fatigue and brain fog,
Oh.
which we often misinterpret as hunger signals. So before you raid the pantry, try drinking a glass of water and see if that helps.
Mind blown, who knew water was such a multitasking wonder beverage? All this talk about the science of water and weight loss is great.
Yeah.
But let's be real, putting it into practice can be tough. Any practical tips for actually remembering to drink enough throughout the day?
Absolutely. We've already mentioned keeping a water bottle handy and setting reminders,
Right.
but there are a few other tricks you can try. For example, some people find it helpful to link their water intake to other habits, like drinking a glass every time they brush their teeth or check their email.
I love that it's all about building those healthy habits into our existing routines.
Exactly. And let's not forget about flavor.
Yes.
If plain water gets boring, there are tons of ways to jazz it up. We've talked about fruit infusions,
Right.
but you can also experiment with sparkling water herbal teas or even add a splash of unsweetened juice for a hint of flavor.
Exactly. The key is to find what you enjoy and make hydration a sustainable part of your lifestyle, not just a temporary fix.
Right, because ultimately we want to create healthy habits that stick.
Right.
But I have to admit, a part of me is still a little skeptical. Can drinking water really make that much of a difference in weight loss?
It's a fair question.
While water alone isn't a magic bullet that will instantly melt away pounds, it's an incredibly powerful tool that supports your weight loss efforts in multiple ways.
So it's not about relying on water exclusively, but rather recognizing it as a crucial piece of the weight loss puzzle.
Exactly. Think of it as building a solid foundation.
Okay.
When you're properly hydrated, your body functions more efficiently. This can enhance your metabolism, help you control your appetite, and even boost your energy levels, all of which contribute to more successful and sustainable weight loss.
It's like setting ourselves up for success by making sure we're properly hydrated.
Precisely. And the best part is, water is readily available, affordable, and has 0 calories.
Right.
It's a simple change that can have a profound impact on our overall health and well-being if you are interested in achieving your weight loss goals. Visit sponsor website or click on the link in the description of this podcast. We've explored the science and the practicalities of hydration.
Yes.
But there's one question I keep coming back to.
Okay.
Does the quality of water matter when it comes to weight loss? Is tap water as good as bottled water, or should we be filtering it? What about sparkling water?
Ah, yes. The age-old water quality debate. Is there a best type of water for shedding those extra pounds?
That's a question that deserves its own deep dive.
Ooh.
And luckily for you, that's exactly what we're going to do next.
Stay tuned, folks. We're about to wade into the murky waters, pun intended, of water quality and its potential impact on your weight loss journey. This is The Deep Dive, and we'll be right back after a quick break. Welcome back to The Deep Dive. So before the break, we were about to get into this whole water quality debate.
Right.
Does it really matter what kind of water we're drinking when it comes to weight loss?
It's a question that I think often gets overlooked. We tend to focus so much on the quantity,
Right.
but the quality of our water can definitely play a role, albeit maybe a little bit more subtle.
Okay, so break it down for us. What are the key differences that we should be aware of?
Well, all water is essentially H2O.
Right.
There can be significant variations in the stuff that's dissolved in it. Tap water, for instance, can contain varying levels of chlorine, fluoride, and other minerals, depending on where you live and the treatment processes that are used.
Right. I've definitely noticed a difference in taste and even smell
Yeah.
between tap water in different cities. What about bottled water? Isn't that supposed to be pure?
Bottled water is often filtered and purified,
Okay.
which removes many impurities. But there's growing concern about microplastics leaching into the water from the bottles themselves.
Microplastics. Ugh, that's unsettling.
Yeah.
I knew single-use plastic bottles were bad for the environment, but now I'm thinking about what they might be doing to our bodies as well.
It's definitely something to consider. And then there's filtered water,
Right.
which can be a great option for removing a wide range of impurities.
Okay.
But the type of filter you use makes a big difference. Some filters are better at removing certain contaminants than others.
So how do we know what kind of water is best for us?
Yeah.
It's starting to feel a bit overwhelming with all these options.
Well, the good news is that for most people, plain old tap water is perfectly safe and hydrating. If you're concerned about the quality of your tap water, investing in a good quality water filter is a great step.
Okay.
Look for filters that are certified to remove specific contaminants that you're concerned about.
What about those fancy alkaline water ionizers?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen ads claiming they can do everything from boosting energy to slowing down aging. Is there any truth to those claims?
There's a lot of hype around alkaline water,
Okay.
but the scientific evidence to support those grandiose claims is pretty limited.
So probably not worth the hefty price tag then.
Probably not. It's important to be critical of marketing claims
Right.
and focus on the science. Speaking of popular water choices,
Yeah.
let's talk about sparkling water.
Yeah.
It's become incredibly trendy,
Yes, it has.
but I've heard some people say it can actually hinder weight loss.
What's the truth about those bubbly beverages?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mmm.
I love my sparkling water,
Right.
but I've definitely wondered if all those fizzy bubbles could be sabotaging my efforts.
Good news for sparkling water fans. It's just as hydrating as plain water.
The carbonation itself doesn't
Yeah.
impact weight loss one way or the other.
Phew. That's a relief. I was about to mourn the loss of my beloved La Croix.
However, there's one important caveat.
Okay.
Some flavored sparkling waters contain added sugars or artificial sweeteners.
Right.
Those can definitely contribute to weight gain and sabotage your health goals.
Yeah.
So it's crucial to read labels carefully
Okay.
and choose unsweetened varieties.
Good point. It's easy to get tricked by those healthy-sounding labels.
Absolutely. It's all about being an informed consumer and making choices that align with your goals if you're truly committed to making healthy choices that support your weight loss journey. I highly recommend checking out Sponsor website. They offer evidence-based solutions designed to help you achieve your goals in a safe and sustainable way. You can find the link in the episode description.
This has been an incredibly enlightening deep dive.
Yeah, it has.
I feel like I've gained a whole new appreciation for the power of water and its multifaceted role in weight loss.
Yeah. It's been my pleasure exploring this topic with you. Remember, hydration is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
The key is to find what works for you and make it a sustainable part of your lifestyle.
Well said. And on that note, a huge thank you to our listeners for joining us on this deep dive into the world of water and weight loss. Remember to check out the link in the episode description for more information on our sponsor and their fantastic resources for supporting your health goals.
Until next time, stay hydrated and stay curious.